If you want him alive, you better put those hands where I can see him. You can get them for a price as well, if that's more your style.
The Ogroni do not take kindly to threats. If you truly wish to fight, then you will have it.
Threats? You seem to misjudge us. No. We don't make threats. We make promises.
It is rude to make promises that you cannot keep.
It's rude not to haggle for ransom. I can spare you this fight. You'll just have to give me something more valuable than Silex. Surely not too difficult, eh? Think of this as a conditional parley.
We heard your fight and saw your tracks earlier. We know you are not at full strength in every sense of the word. We know we are blessed with Matadushi's favor. And we know nothing of that, Silex. So I ask again, do you truly wish to fight? Or do you wish to settle things in a more mature manner?
Silex isn't free merchandise, friend. Either you leave him alone, and we'll part ways peacefully, or you pay in the blood of your men. Your other option is to give us something of value, and we can argue from there. Knowledge, artifacts, manpower. Make an offer. We have skills that you know nothing of, not visible to your eyes. You will feel them, however, if you choose to pay in blood. We know more about you than you realize, but to you, we remain unknowable. Tell me, how much are the heads of your warriors worth to you? What will they think when they see you sell their lives for this renegade you claim to know nothing of? Think wisely, O glorious merciful chieftain.
It is true. We know not of your skills, or what you are capable of. But the opposite is also true. You know not of our skills, our capabilities, or theirs, or any of the other groups invited here. Can you tell me with certainty that it will not escape you when an opportunity arises?
That is a wager you are making, not me. Are you willing to bet on our competencies? I'd advise against it. Losses are avoidable, and still, you adamantly ignore the option of peace. We'll trade you Silex. Make an offer. This problem doesn't have to involve any violence, but beware that theft will see swift retribution. Toss it out there. What do you have to offer? The Tetsubo looks nice. Hand it over to Sirocco, and Silex is yours. Or one of the strategic scrolls of knowledge you carry. These are my offers. But you have lips as well. Let's hear what you can give us.
We have no wish to shed blood in the garden of the spirit of the wild. But I doubt you could wield Jorichi's weapon if you tried. But I know your sort. I've done dealing with merchants before, so I offer you this. I offer my warriors and myself as guards during your journey to grant you safe passage. There is little we have to offer beyond that.
Negative. We do not wish to follow you along the forest. We do not wish for your blood to be spilt in our name. I can wield the weapon. Give us the club or come up with a more appealing offer. Don't make this cost you more than it should.
As I've said, we've little beyond that to trade. Our weapons are beyond a human's capacity to wield, and our knowledge earned through years of training. Tell me, before this goes beyond repair, what do you want from that thing?
If you think we cannot wield the weapon, then surely it's a safe bet for you to hand it over. It's his weapon or his head. A lesser loss. If you think we cannot learn from your scrolls, then those two are not a threat to hand over. Are these not good trades? Is Silex worth less than that weapon? Than that knowledge? Haggle if you wish, fiend. Make this enjoyable to me. Our business with Silex is none of yours, and your business is none of ours. If you wish to foolishly spill blood for this, that is your mistake. Make your decision quickly, before I raise my price.
Watch your tongue! You do not have the position you seem to think you have. But I will offer you this. I have seen fools do more harm to themselves trying to wield a Tetsubo as big as they. I offer instead Gorsoro's katana. We have means of making a replacement. A fair offer, is it not?
Wonderful, wonderful. Now you're biting. However, we do still have some problems. One, I know exactly the position I have and the position you do not. You stand to lose your weapon or its wielder. I am here to force you to make this choice. That is my position. 2. You implied I am a fool. You seem so concerned for my safety in the use of the Tetsubo. Do you think I cannot use it? Or do you feel threatened by my potential use for it? Make up your mind. A regular sword is not what I am looking for. I seek the armor-piercing capabilities of the Tetsubo. If it soothes you, Sorako will conjure a replacement. However, if she does, I also want the scroll.
You test my patience. The Tetsubo is a mighty weapon. A single well-placed blow can fell even us, which is precisely why you cannot be allowed to wield it. You have so far offered nothing but impossible deals and veiled threats, merchant. You will find the katana to be more than worthy, and if it's knowledge you seek, an acquaintance showed me a trick that may interest you.
A fun party trick indeed. But the rest won't do. If you fear our use of the Tetsubo against you, hex it to become too heavy to use when wielded against your blood. Now you should have no more reservations against the deal. Quite a bargain if you ask me. This deal costs you nearly nothing. But test me further and the deals will become less generous. This is the lowest point you'll get. Impossible deal. Don't make me laugh. Your other price is the bloodied scalps of everyone here, and yet you complain over losing a weapon. Yusando. Is that not what you call it in your tongue? Keep it in mind, and don't misjudge. Our threats are the only thing about us that isn't veiled. Think of what you could lose if you don't accept, and you'll find me quite an amicable merchant indeed. Think of what you gain. I have no doubt others will not be so friendly. Have you not heard the howling wolves? They do not seem to appreciate conversation as much as us. They will tear you to shreds without a second thought. I merely ask you for something of equivalent value to the lives I could take. I am far beneath that bar right now. So here's your chance to save yourself the trouble. Wait longer and the prices will rise like the sun. You will find yourself bathed in the crimson light of its consequences.
You claim to know us, yet you ask us to perform foreign magics. You think of our weapons as simple tools and not extensions of ourselves. You think us peasants in dress, not the experienced warriors before you. You claim that your goals are great, as though the will of a goddess is not greater. Worst of all, you assume you would win. I know from experience that you would not. At every step, You have insulted us, our honor, our faith, our way of life, and yet we have been amicable, generous even, because it is not in our nature to fight without reason. So I shall make my own offer. I pray you understand the folly of your threats and take this deal. I have compromised enough. I will not compromise further.
Do not mistake these negotiations for peace talks. You make a lot of incorrect statements. We can perform the magics ourselves, but you will not trust us. Let the hexing be performed by Sirocco with a blade at the neck if it gains us your trust. If we thought your weapons were simple tools, we would not ask for them from you. We see the force inside them. We have not stated our goals to you, only our conditions. We do not claim the will of a goddess is lesser, but will warn against you listening to what you perceive to be this goddess. The tree, I tell you, is treacherous. It mimics figures of worship. Our gear detected its deception. Lastly, we never assumed we could win against you. Only that we can make your spilt blood cost more than we ask of you currently. How much is 1, 2, or 3 of your men worth to you? It is more or less than the slight inconvenience of not reading your tactic from a scroll. Priorities, fiend. Priorities. Despite your claims, our threats are not baseless. Your threats to us matter not. If you want Silex, pick your payment method. If you're unwilling to pay, get lost. We have no benefit from traveling along with you, so we cannot accept your offer. Alas, we are seeing interest rates for this negotiation time. The more you deny, the worse the deal will become. The price might start hiking up the mountain the more you waste my time. If you don't want to do battle, stop crying over a scroll and accept the deal.
Do you expect me to trust the warnings of a mouth that spouts nothing but threats? I have tried to be understanding, to avoid war, but it is clear you plan to act against Matanushi, in her home no less, and I will not allow that to pass, merchant!
What makes you think we wish to insult you? What could we possibly stand to gain from insulting your goddess? You still believe you heard your goddess of the wild here? Tell me, General, if this is the home of a nature goddess, where are the deer? Where are the foxes? Where are the ants and flies? Where are the birds? Where are the vermin? Where is the amber in the trees? Where is the sap in the leaves? Where is the moisture in the dirt and the moss on the rocks? Where is the nature in the supposed home of the nature goddess? I am not seeing it! Face it, General. This is not a forest. This is the gullet of a malevolent entity. We have been lured here, and now the fog comes to digest us. It makes us weaken each other with combat until we fall defeated to the hungry floor. As long as we play its game, we will all die here. We have given you every opportunity to get what you desire without violence, but you choose the path of blood. You claim to be honorable, but I've only seen you be prideful and barbaric. Look at what we have both said and decide for yourself who has been spitting in the face of honor. But I see in your eyes that you desire peace. This is not the road towards it. You feel strongly about Matanushi, for which I do not fault you. Would she not be equally insulted by her followers being deceived by a monster with her voice? This is your last chance at negotiation. Any further declaration of hostility will result in preventable death. Lives are in your hands, General. When the moon shines upon you, will its glare reflect in the proud eyes of your men, or in their spilt blood at your feet. When Matanushi beholds you, will she see a devout and honorable warrior, or a prideful and misguided barbarian?
Do you think nature ceases to exist when you don't see it? That the forests and fields simply disappear forever when they cross the horizon? Nature abhors the conflicts of man. If we could hear you back then so could everything else. Every bird, beast, and divinity. And while many would run, those with something to defend will do whatever it takes to defend it. You call us barbaric as we seek peace, prideful as we seek a middle ground. Yet you allow your greed to spit on the legacy of your fallen and threaten those who still stand. You talk much of how we will be judged, but what of you? Would the moon be pleased by such needless bloodshed? Will your masters celebrate when they learn of the dead? Could you look your kin in the eyes and tell them you did the right thing? It is clear that nobody wants this fight. Our stance is clear, and your hesitation to strike first speaks volume of your character. So I must ask, what now?
Now? I can only urge you to reconsider my offer, or keep coming with your own offers until I accept one. At the end of the day, we have Silex, and you want him. We're not giving him for free. I'm offering low-cost solutions, and you are here to accept or reject them. Violence is unwanted by us both, so let's keep this civil. My offer stands unchanged from last time, as you have shown yourself honorable at last. No, let me extend the offer of truce to 5 days as a show of respect. The choice remains yours. I trust you will make the correct one.
It fills my heart with joy to know that you seek peace as much as I do. As such, I am curious. What would need to change with our offer for it to be acceptable?
I have explained before why I refused your offer. Now I wish to know the same of my own offer. What do you imagine you have to lose if you accept mine?